I'm Untitled Ghost, and today we're gonna play some more Morrowind. Now I know what you're thinking. Ghost, didn't you end this series? Yes, technically, we have ended the series. Also, how the heck do I get out of third-person mode? What the heck? I've never had this problem before. This is new. Okay, there. Oh! I've always known that, huh? I just haven't played this game in a couple of months, and so that surprised me. Anyway. Yes, I did end this series, but I decided to play one more episode, you know, for old time's sakes. Plus, this is a continuing journey, a Scruffy Long Ghost's continuing journey. I said there could be epilogue episodes, didn't I? And so here we go, we have an epilogue episode. Today, as you may have read in the title, we're going to practice Scruffy Long Ghost Jr.'s Archery. So I'm gonna just drop off some of my garbage that I have. I'm gonna grab my bows and my arrows, and we're gonna have a good, fun time. Do I need Chrysamere? No. Chrysamere's a little overkill. Chrysamere was just for the final boss. Here you go, Chrysamere. Now where's my Mage Bane? There you are. Much better, because you're lighter. Much lighter. Okay, which bow should I take? The Bone Biter? I guess that's all I have. All I have is the Bone Biter. Okay, cool. I'll take some of those. I'll take some of those. And I'll take some basic iron arrows, right? Come on, give me that. I see it. Thank you. That's all I need. Yeah, that's all I need. Alright, all we're gonna do today is wander around the Morrowind countryside. And, try and get our archery skill up. That's really all we're gonna do today. Well, and we're also gonna talk. The first thing I need to talk about, before we even begin, is, the end of my channel. Also, if you hear any cats screaming, just ignore that. That's my cat. He's trying to get into my room. I have the door shut, and he doesn't like that. He's like, why are you locking me out? Why have you shut the door? What's wrong? So, yeah, he's banging on the door, but you probably can't hear that. Anyway, we're gonna talk about the end of my channel. So, even though I will stop recording videos on January 31st, I might still post things on DeviantArt, Twitter, and perhaps even my second channel, the Clip channel, which is just clips of these videos. So I might still post stuff there for some time. I mean, after all, I still have to draw every single Fire Emblem character on DeviantArt. I also post those same things on Twitter, so, you know, if you follow either or, you'll get both. You'll get the drawings. Eventually, whenever I draw them. And who knows, maybe one day I might come back to this channel in the future and continue making content for it. I don't know. Who can say? Also, if I sound a little odd, it is because I'm currently dying. I'm currently dying, guys. I have canker sores in my throat. They're on my uvula, and my uvula is so swollen that I can feel it on the back of my tongue every time I speak. So, it's not great. It's pretty bad. And I would normally not record under these conditions. I would normally rest myself and not speak or drink or eat for days until it's over. But, since today is the last day I can record anything, actually, I might be able to record on January 31st. I'm not really sure. Today is January 28th. The channel officially ends January 31st, but I don't record on weekends, and 31st is kind of an iffy day. I'm not really sure if I can record that day, so this may be the last thing I record. In fact, I plan for it to be the last thing I record. So, I lost my train of thought. Oh yeah, since this is the last thing I'm recording, I decided to just push through it and suffer through the pain to bring you guys one last video. I'll be fine in a bit. Well, I won't be fine, but I'll get used to the pain, and then I'll be able to talk a little bit more normally. But right now it's, like, very painful. So I'm just kind of steeling myself for the rest of the possible 2 hours that I plan on recording today. Well, actually, I'm just hoping it's 1 hour, but you never know. These videos can run kind of long if I'm playing Morrowind. Anyway, also, videos might still come out after January 31st. And this is because I recorded a lot of stuff in advance. For example, Fire Emblem Echoes, I recorded that entire game in advance. So those videos will still be coming out after January 31st, probably. Most likely, actually. Same with Sims 4 Survival Series. That series will also be coming out after January 31st, and even the end of the Sims 2 100 Baby Challenge, that will probably also come out after January 31st, because I needed time to edit it, and yeah, I have no idea when that video is coming out, but it's coming out, don't worry about it. It's like 2 hours long. It was a 4-hour recording session. Thankfully, I didn't have canker sores when I recorded that. But, look forward to that. This won't be the last video you guys see, probably. Unless it is. In which case, oh, oops. But I plan for this to come out on January 31st. The last day. Of course, who knows if I can edit this in time. I'm gonna be pretty busy this weekend, going to the doctor. Hopefully going to the doctor. I'm not sure if I'm gonna go to the doctor, to be honest. I mean, this is probably the worst case of canker sores I've had so far. They get worse every single time I get them. But, I'm about to lose health insurance, and I might have already lost health insurance. I'm not really sure. Don't ask why. I'm not really sure. Anyway, once you lose health insurance in America, you basically don't go to a doctor, you just die. So I'm kind of planning on just dying. But hopefully I can get some medicine for the stupid canker sores before I can't afford it anymore. Anyway, enough about my sad, pathetic life. Let's get into this video. Yeah, woo, Archery. Woo, Archery. Let's see if I can remember how to play Morrowind. It hasn't been too long since I last played, but you never know. You never know. I'm actually very excited to try out Archery because, as you may know, I do actually do Archery in real life. So I do love Archery in games, well, except for Fire Emblem. That's like the exception. I don't like archers in Fire Emblem. But in Skyrim, oh man, I love to be an archer in Skyrim. It's the funnest thing. Archery's the funnest thing in Skyrim. Oblivion, I wasn't really an archer. I was more of just a stab things kind of person. I didn't even really get into magic in Oblivion. But then again, I was 10 when I first played Oblivion, and you know, I wasn't really into anything that seemed complicated. And magic seemed complicated, and shooting things seemed complicated to me. Oh, hey, dude. Still here? You okay, dreamer?
Whatever it is, I'm not interested.
All is silence, the road is straight, without turning in darkness. Now let there be an end to all things. Okay, goodbye. Nice red hair and red eyes, dude. I think I noticed you having those before. Anyway, I guess this is what Scruffy Long Ghost Jr. would do after, you know, saving the world and leaving Rabina. He'd probably just go on a big adventure around the continent, thinking about things and shooting stuff. You know, just having a good old relaxing time. Look at that. I tried to right-click to draw my bow. How do I actually use this? I don't have arrows equipped. That's the thing. I don't have arrows equipped. Stupid. Okay, now how do I use it? Oh, we just, it's like sword. Okay. Ooh, that actually hurt you. I was expecting it to not hurt you. Oh, I missed. Oh, I missed. It's okay. I have a lot of health, dude. Don't I have a thing that, like, regenerates my health? I actually don't remember. It's been too long, guys. It's been too long, and my memory is absolutely trash. But don't you worry, I still remember the fight with Dagoth. I remember me being an idiot and not knowing what to do. That is staying with me until the end of time. You can be sure of that. Oh, thank God, I finally killed it. Nice. So I don't get my arrows back. Okay. Well, that sucks, but okay. I can understand. I understand, it's realistic. I mean, sort of. I don't really care where I go. I'm just gonna go. I'm just gonna walk around and shoot things. That's what I plan to do. Oh. There's a worm. Get him. Ooh, did I hit him and it just missed, or what? I don't know. Maybe he just notices me. Am I actually hitting this thing, or not hitting? Oh. Yay, I got to level 6. Heck yeah. Sure, I'll take that. Why not? Why not? I'm out and about. I might as well do a little ingredient gathering while I'm here. Anyway, I do have some things that I wrote down that I wanted to talk about during this, recording session, though I didn't really expect me to be in utter pain as I record it, so, you know, I wrote a lot of things down, but who knows how much of this we're actually gonna get through before I decide, okay, pain's enough, I can't deal with this anymore, I'm gonna end the episode. So anyway, I wrote down these things that I was gonna talk about. And some of them are questions, some of them are thoughts, you know, that randomly came to me throughout the day. Some of them are actual, like, conversation topics. A lot are questions, a lot are just random questions. It's pretty much like the random question generator, except, most of these come from my own head. Some of them do come from a random question generator, though. I was like, I don't know what else to talk about. I'll look it up. I'll look up what I should talk about. See what sounds interesting, so I picked out some questions that sounded like I could answer them, and, wrote them down, too. Oh, I knew it was gonna be a cliff racer. I was hoping for a cliff racer. You're the real reason why I want to even do archery. Oh, that's nice. Oh, come on. It's just like fighting the dragons in Skyrim. Dude, you can't hide. You can't hide from me. You're gonna die. You're gonna go down, dude. See? Dead. How many are— oh man, I've already got 90. I'm already down to 97 arrows. Sucks. Sorry if I have a little bit of trouble speaking. It's very hard to talk when your uvula is on the back of your tongue. And swollen. So swollen that you can barely breathe. But, oh well, here we are. I've already have some medicine, you know, to help numb the pain a little bit. But it's not working for me. But I'm sure it's working something, I don't know. It's gotta be doing something, you know. How many shots do you think this will take, guys? My arrows just keep going right through them. Now see, the problem with Morrowind is that I know these are misses, right? But at the same time, I can't help but feel like I'm just missing his hitbox. So sometimes I wonder, like, am I actually hitting him, or am I not hitting him? I wish it would tell me, like, your attack missed. You know how it tells me your spell failed, or whatever, right? Like, I wish it would tell me your attack missed. So that I would at least know that I hit the thing, and that it's just— I thought you died. Okay, whatever. And that it's just, you know, a game mechanic, rather than my fault. I do get my arrows back sometimes. Oh, but I only got one back. Which sucks. Whatever. Well, this place is ugly. I was hoping to, like, I don't know, travel along the good-looking area. Should I go to Hasor? No, I don't feel like going into a dungeon right now. I just want to explore. Explore the area. Is there any place I haven't really explored? I mean, this area. But this area's ugly. Maybe over here by the beach. Yeah, over by Balmora. Ah, well, I should have looked at the map before going out, but I didn't, because I'm kind of dumb. Oh well, whatever. Anyway, first thing on my list is kind of stupid. It says, what if lobsters were lion-sized? Yeah, that's the whole thought. I mean, it'd be terrifying, you know, having a lion-sized lobster. Then I almost said a lobster-sized lion, and you know, that would be cute. But we kind of already have those. You know, kittens and cats. They're kind of— I mean, at some point in their life, they're going to be lobster-sized, you know? Probably not for a very long time in their life, but still, we've already got lobster-sized lions. But what if we had a lion-sized lobster? What if you could ride a lobster? That'd be cool. I wonder if they go very fast. Maybe in water they do. I don't know. What about a lion-sized crab? I would hate that. I would hate a lion-sized crab. They're like underwater spiders. I mean, I like spiders. spiders are small. I'm not sure if I'd like spiders if they were as big as a lion. Maybe I would. Maybe I'd be like, oh dang, look at that cute, adorable, giant spider. Ginormous, monster-sized spider, look at that. I mean, if I'm being honest, I do find what are they called? Frostbite spiders? Is that what they're called? In Skyrim? The giant spiders? I like the giant spiders in Skyrim. I think they're kind of cute. But that's just me being kind of weird, I guess. You know, not many people like spiders. But me, I love spiders, as long as they're tarantulas. Again, I do not like the spindly boys. I like the thick boys. That sounds really wrong. Don't take that out of context. But anyway, lion-sized lobsters would be kind of cool. Or maybe they'd be kind of terrifying. I don't know. Yay, killed it. You're going down too, Kwama. Hey, my marksman skill increased to 7. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. Give me that crush weed. My favorite kind of weed. Or was it chokeweed? Which is my favorite kind of weed? I've already forgotten. Is it crush weed or chokeweed? I think it was crush weed. I'm pretty sure it was crush weed. Crush weed's the good weed. Chokeweed. That chokes you, man. Dun, dun, dun. See, I can still do higher registries. I just don't want to because it's kind of painful. Thank you for your weeds. I don't really know what I'm going to do with them, to be honest. I'm not even sure I plan on actually making potions after this, but who knows? Maybe in the future I will. F you, Nixhound. Oh, there's 2 of them. Okay, fine. I guess I better deal with that. Oh, I just one-shot it. That was amazing. Heck yeah. I'm getting so good at archery. I'm amazing at archery. I still hear drums. Is there a third Nick sound or something? No, that's just the title thing starting up. Okay. Crushweed? Crushweed. Chokeweed? Chokeweed. Okay, next thing on the list is NFTs, Bitcoin, cryptocurrency, and how it's all terrifying. How it's causing global warming due to the constant machines that have to run this stuff. But on the other hand, on the bright side, it may also get rid of banks, which could be kind of cool or kind of terrifying, depending on how you look at that, actually. Next step into the future, all of that. Yeah, I was doing a lot of research about NFTs. Unfortunately, I did that research like many weeks ago, so I've pretty much forgotten everything that I learned. Basically, for those of you who don't know what an NFT is, it's a non-fungible token. And that means... Imagine I draw you a picture of a Fire Emblem character, right? I hand-drew or painted this picture, and I gave it to you. That is the only one of its kind. I will never be able to exactly replicate that painting or drawing ever again, right? That is something that is non-fungible. It's unable to be replicated. It is one of a kind. That's what a non-fungible thing means, I think, if I remember correctly. So, an NFT is just like that, except it's digital, and it's kind of dumb. Because the non-fungible thing isn't really the image itself, but rather the ownership of the image that is non-fungible. You will get some kind of, I don't know, diploma. You're not going to get a diploma, but you're going to get like a thing which tells you, hey, you own this. And that is basically what you are buying. When you buy an NFT, you're buying the ownership of that image, or whatever the NFT is, because it doesn't have to be an image. It can also be a text, it can be a GIF, it can be a video, animation, it can be a lot of things. It can be anything, pretty much. Anyway, Bitcoin's scary. NFTs are kind of scary. I'm not sure I like them, and the fact that they are causing all these environmental issues just bothers the heck out of me, because they're useless things. They're absolutely useless things. They don't contribute anything to society. And they're causing a lot of environmental problems. So, it's not good. The reason why they're causing environmental problems is because they have these machines. I tried to explain this earlier, briefly. But they have these machines which run this system. I can't remember what it's called because, again, it's been weeks since I researched this stuff. But, it basically, without these machines constantly running, the entire system would crash, and there would be no NFTs anymore. There'd be no cryptocurrency. So, they need these machines to constantly run, and that eats up a lot of electricity, which, as you know, is not a good thing, because, that's using up a lot of fossil fuels and stuff. So, you know, that's not good. It's just not good. It's not good for the environment. It's not good for a lot of things. Where am I going? I wanted to go to the beach. I'm going to the beach. Get off the road. I'm going to the beach. Move out of my way. Chokeweeds, I'm going to the beach. I'm not gonna bother with you. I've got enough chokeweeds. Last me a lifetime. Anyway, I can't really go into detail on this whole cryptocurrency thing anymore because, again, like I said, I researched it several weeks ago. Binged watched a billion videos on YouTube about this stuff, and I still didn't really understand it by the end of my research, and then I just decided I'm not gonna think about it anymore. And so, that is exactly what I did. I did not want to think about it anymore. Just blocked all of that research and information from my mind, because I decided it was stupid, useless, and I didn't want to know it anymore. But I'm sure you could get pretty rich off of this stuff if you really understood it. If you cared about that sort of thing. But, nah. I don't care enough. I don't care enough. Yeah, I got some Bungler's Bane. This place is pretty! This reminds me of the place I went, this is actually probably the area I explored when I had to do those jobs for Ajira way back in the day. Years ago, man. That was years ago. I keep trying to right-click. I don't know why. Is that in Skyrim? Is Skyrim right-clicking to draw your bow? I feel like it might be. But I wouldn't really know because I'm not much of a PC player. Though I do have Skyrim on PC. I have like 200 mods on my Skyrim. I have many copies of Skyrim. Many copies of Skyrim. I pretty much almost have all the Skyrims that you can own. I have Skyrim for PC, Skyrim Original Edition on Xbox 360, I think. Yeah, that stuff was out in 360 era. Dang, okay. And then I've got Skyrim Special Edition, probably for Xbox One. I got Skyrim the Anniversary Edition. Well, that one I don't really have a physical copy for. I just, you know, did the update thing. For $20 or whatever. So that's also on Xbox One. And then I got Skyrim Special Edition for the Switch, because I wanted to take Skyrim on the go, you know? I want to be at a restaurant shooting things. Which I have done. It's very fun. It's so fun to take Skyrim on the go. I know people complain about the Switch not looking good or whatever, but I don't care. I want to shoot things on the go. Besides, I'm already half blind anyway. I don't need good-looking graphics in my life. I mean, heck, look at this. I think Morrowind's an absolutely gorgeous game. I'm sure most people would disagree with me. But for its time, absolutely gorgeous. Very creative, too. I love Morrowind. And I'm sure I will start a new playthrough eventually. I just haven't yet because I haven't really had the time to play games on my own. Plus, I have so many games to play. I have so many games to play. Both games that I'm recording and games that, that was really cool. And games that I just play on my own. I got lots of things to play. So I haven't really had much time to play Morrowind in a while. Anyway, next thing on the list. Oh, it's about my lack of interest in human society. How I'm only interested in nature and science. Okay, yeah, wanted to bring that up, I guess. I don't know. Some of these things are just random thoughts that pop into my head, and I don't really elaborate on what exactly I wanted to talk about. I just wrote down whatever. I just wrote down a summary. Like a brief summary. So I'm not sure. Ah, man, I ran out of arrows already? Dang, that happens fast. Okay, I'll stop at a store, get more. No skin off my bones. I should also go to like the Thieves Guild or something and try to get someone to train me in this stuff. God dang it, there's 2 of them. Anyway, I suppose I wanted to talk about how it's odd that I just don't care about human society, as in, like, fitting in. I don't care about that. I only want to fit in human society as, like, a regular person in order to live comfortably. For example, I have social phobia or whatever. I've got selective mutism, and I can't speak to people. So that makes it kind of hard to live comfortably. But if I could live comfortably, I'm pretty sure I would just not care about humans in the slightest. I would probably just want to live in a shack in the woods and maybe be a scientist. I don't know. Study biology. That's probably what I'd do. If I were normal. If I were a normal person, I would study biology. And live in the woods. That doesn't really sound normal, but I suppose it is what it is. Did any of that make sense? No. Probably not. But hey, I'm just here to ramble. I'm just here to ramble and pick some mushrooms. I don't even know why I'm picking the mushrooms. I don't know, it's just... It's scratching an itch in my mind, you know? I want to harvest the mushrooms. But then I'm like, no, I don't need that stuff taking up inventory in my inventory. Taking up space in my inventory. You know? But I suppose that's a video game for you. In Fallout 4, God, I cannot play Fallout 4 because I'm a freaking hoarder. I'll go to a bandit place, right? Oh, I ran out of arrows again. I'll go to, like, some shop or whatever, and there's bandits, and after I clear the place out of bandits, I just go to every single nook and cranny, and I'm picking up cans and junk that I don't need, and I'm like, ooh, this could make a nice decoration at my base, or, ooh, I just want this. I swear, so many of my characters just hang on to, like, the weirdest junk throughout their entire journey. I try not to be a pack rat when I play for you guys, but even I'm still a pack rat. You guys know. You've seen my Morrowind house. I'm sure that's not normal for most Morrowind players, or for at least some Morrowind players. But for me, it's a necessity. Man, sometimes I think about getting a bigger house in Morrowind, but I'm just too scared to get a bigger house because I worry that I'll find a house that's nice sized and all, but as soon as I place stuff down, it'll just disappear. Because, you know, there are, you're not really meant to have a house in Morrowind. Oh, are you nice? Hi! Oh, you're nice! I was gonna kill you. I'm glad I didn't. Okay, bye! That's adorable. Completely lost my train of thought. Oh yeah, I'm worried to upgrade to a bigger house because I don't want my stuff to disappear. Because in Morrowind, you don't really have a real house. You can just steal houses from other people. Which I did. Oh, there's a town. Should I go here? I guess I should. Hey, stay away from me. Stinking alien thing. I hate those things. Hate netches. Netches are so gross. Hate netches. Narmok. Do you guys sell arrows? Arrows? No. But you. Arrows? I'm an officer of Imperial Law. That's great. Can you tell me how to buy arrows? Okay. Wait, no. I can ask you about the town. I saw it. It was in here somewhere. There it is. Okay. That doesn't help me. Thankfully, those breeding nets are gone. Okay. Manor? No, they don't have arrows. Do you guys have a store? A shop? You know, a shop of any kind, actually. Any kind of store. No. I think they just have an inn, and these are just all shacks. No, that's a shame. Oh, I thought I got stuck. Thank God I didn't. I should be quick saving, by the way. Just in case I do get stuck. Because I doubt I'll die. I really doubt I'll die, but I should still quick save, just in case something bad happens. Man, I guess... Well, I can't buy arrows there, I don't think. So I guess I'll just have to keep wandering around till I find it. I guess I can go to the boat. I'll go to the boat and try to find a place where I can buy stuff. Alright, so the next thing on my list here is, oh, comments disappearing from YouTube. Yeah, I had that issue a while ago. Well, I get it every now and then. Sometimes my comments just disappear from YouTube. Not my comments, but other people's comments, you know? I had that problem with many people, actually. I've actually had to tell some people, like, hey, your comment disappeared, and I don't know why it did, but I just thought I should let you know. And sometimes they notice it, and they tell me, that their comment disappeared and they don't know why, and I'll reply, yeah, I don't know why either. It's not even in my spam folder. I didn't even know you commented. I don't know what's up with that, but just letting you know, sometimes your comments will disappear. So feel free to copy your comments and paste them again. In case that happens, I guess. Excuse me, Sarah, but, well, you're the Nerevarin, and a big hero, and I don't really know how to talk to important folk like you. Okay, you're welcome. Take me to... Haloud. I don't like cool. Cool's lame. Yeah, moon and sky and whatever the heck you just said. Hey, no. Hey, no. Hey. Drop off? Fat legs drop off? You sell bows?
So what's this about?
You sell bows? You sell arrows? I'm not gonna buy that skooma. God, effing goddamn. I forgot I had skooma on me. There, it's on the ground. I'm not gonna forget it, but it's on the ground. Oh, that's nice. Can I buy these? Heck yeah. Okay, thank you. I'll take these back. Hey, hey, hey. I'm not talking to you. You didn't see anything. Thank you for the arrows. Okay, back on the road, I guess. Yay, and we're not even that far from where we were. Cool. Odai Plateau. Well, I don't think we are that far. Yeah, Narmok's still over there. Okay. So we just went to the other side.
Well,
of the beach. Nothing. I'm not talking to you. I'm never talking to you. I'm going into the swamp where I truly belong, because I'm Shrek. A luminous Russula. Ah, yes, I would like some water-breathing potions. That'd be cool. Oh, hey, mud crab. No, let's be chill. Let's be chill. I don't wanna bother you. You have fun there, in your mud. Hey, sir. You remind me of a fellow from Oblivion who wanted to take my money, and so I killed him. Oh, sorry, I only equipped the arrows. Hey, you want some of this? No? Joel? Greetings. You should take care while in these parts there are murderous outlaws about. Oh, that's interesting. What about them? Oh yes, these are dangerous times. They'll rob you blind and cut your throat without giving it a second thought. It's a bad idea to carry anything of value on your person. In fact, it's probably best if you give me that gold of yours, 100 septims perhaps. I think you'll find the way less dangerous if you do. No.
Run while you still can,
It seems a
child.
small price to pay for your life. No matter, though. I'll have that gold one way or another. I knew you looked like a guy from Oblivion who, you know, when you go into Oblivion, there's, like, bandits that'll come up on the side of the road and they'll be like, hey, you gotta pay a toll. Yeah. Well, take this, fuel. Ow. I'm gonna shoot you right in the forehead. Fuel.
You should have picked an easier opponent.
You should have picked an easier opponent. Like, dude, you actually literally came after me, the Nerevarin. Do you know who I am? I've got a bear helmet, and all my armor's enchanted. You can tell from the glow. Look at your garbage that you're wearing. You look like a level 1 piece of junk. The only reason why this battle's taking this long is because I suck at archery. But I'm gonna get you eventually. You're on the ropes. Ooh, my heavy armor skill increased. Nice. I don't know what I'm wearing that's heavy armor, but you're dead now. Cool, what'd I get? An iron arrow, 15 gold. Yeah, You know, 15 gold and 1 arrow, which was my arrow that I shot you with, just really wasn't worth, getting yourself killed over, now was it? Anyway, I'm going. I like my map filling in. I like to fill in the map. I like to be a completionist. Oh yeah, I was going to do this challenge where I speak Spanish for 10 minutes to see if I can actually speak Spanish. So sure, we'll try that. I mean, why not? 10 minutes is going to be a very short time for you guys because it'll be heavily edited and I doubt I will say much. So here we go. I'm starting the timer for 10 minutes. And as soon as I press the start button, I can no longer speak in English. This might be kind of difficult because my head's kind of foggy because I didn't get much sleep last night. And I'm also really bad at Spanish and all languages that I've been learning. But let's give this a shot. Ready? And start. Hola, mi amigos. Yo soy muy inteligente y muy reserva. Yo tengo dos gatos, uno gata y uno gato. No. Yo quiero una hamburguesa y leche. ¿Dónde está? ¿Dónde estás? ¿Dónde? 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 Vámonos. 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 Muy, ayuda. Ayuda. Mucho gusto. Gracias. Slog. Fern. Gato. No. 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 No, 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 no. No, no. No, 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 no. No, no, no. No, no, no. Yo quiero, vivir. No, vivio. Vivo. Vivo? Yo no hablo español. No. 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 No, señor, no. Señor. No. Por favor. No. 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 Sí. ¡Ey! Muy bonito, muy bonito, muy bonito. Adiós, amigos. Amigo, amigo. Muy bonito, muy bonito. No? No? Amigo? No? Amigo. K. No, no K. ¿Cuándo? ¿Cuándo? Gracias. Yo quiero, una casa. No. 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 No me gusta. No me gusta el señor. El señor no. El señor, por favor. Yo como... caca? No, wait. No, tú comes caca. ¿Sí? Habla español es difícil. Yeah, I mean, sí, sí, sí. Amigo, muy bonito. Amigo, muy bonito, muy, muy bonito. Adiós. Oh, no, 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 no. Amigo! Muy bonito! Adios! No. Cuando? Cuando, tu cuando vive. Fácil. Fácil. Ha. Tu es estúpido. ¿Dónde estás? Oh, thank God, that's over. Okay, well, I can't really speak Spanish, as you can tell. But I think it would have been better if I were talking to people, because I could have been like, you know, disculpe. You know, excuse me. I could have said, maybe like, lo siento, senor, or senorita.
Is there something I can do for
You know, sorry. Or I could have talked to them and then I would have had to translate. Disculpe, senor. I forget. I forget everything. No, you're not gonna take me anywhere, are you? No, you're not. You know what? No, you're not. I'm gonna go back to Balmora. Yeah, that's right, I'm going back to... Why would I go back to Balmora, actually? I don't know. But, you know, I've almost filled in this entire area. Feel free to rate my Spanish in the comment section below. I know I did terribly. I have not been practicing. But I promise you, my writing is much better. And my reading is superb. I can read Spanish very well. Speaking it? No, not really. But reading it? Heck yeah. Look at you, you did a little barrel roll. You're still gonna die. I also don't know any insults in Spanish. So that's why I just said no to these things. I mean, Duolingo's not exactly teaching people how to say, I want you dead. Go away. Leave me alone. I want you to die. You know, Duolingo's not exactly teaching you those phrases, unfortunately. Okay. Next thing on my list is my writing quirks. Right, I do have some writing quirks. Hey, Dreamer. Yeah, all the silence. Silencio. My writing quirks. So I do write in my spare time. I'm not good at it or anything, but here are my writing quirks, you know, the things that I do often, my little tropes that I do in my writing. So pretty much all of my characters are orphans. My main characters, they're usually orphans. I think this is because I didn't really have much of a parental role growing up, you know, a mentor figure or anything like that. I didn't have much of that growing up because, you know, my father died when I was very young. And then my mom, well, she worked all the time because she's a single mother taking care of a child. So that's why all my characters are orphans, I'm pretty sure. That's how I figure anyway. Usually the parents just die in a horrible fire or something. Or they don't even know their parents. Then I've got all my villains start as good people in the story and they grow to become evil. So I never have a villain that's just evil for the sake of being evil. All of my villains are like good people that you'll actually enjoy in the story. You'll be like, oh man, I like this character. Sure hope they don't become evil in the end. And then they do. They become evil. That's mainly because I like to be kind of a sadist. I like to watch people suffer when they read my work. They'll come up to me like, hey, why'd you make this dude evil? Huh? Why'd you do that? He was such a good guy, and now look at him. But, I mean, it's very realistic, but still, at the same time, how? Why did you do this? I loved him. He was like a father to me. I also like to do that because, I don't know, it just feels more rewarding when you get to finally write them as a villain. They start off as a good guy and you're like, in your head, you're like, ah man, this guy's gonna be such a jerk later on. And then when you finally get to write them as a jerk, you're like, yeah, I get to write them as a jerk. Next we got weird pets. Yeah, usually, it's usually not the main character that has the weird pet, it's usually a side character that has a weird pet. And by weird pet, I just mean not a traditional pet, not a cat or a dog. The main character usually has a cat or a dog. Well, sometimes. But the side characters usually always have some weird freaking animals, either snakes, or spiders, or lizards, birds, you know, just anything. A turtle. Not exactly like the weirdest pets ever. Like, I wouldn't say someone just randomly has a pet bear or something, but, you know, just not something that everyone owns. Not a pet that everyone owns. Usually an exotic animal that not many people own. Like a snake or a spider. We've got mythology references everywhere. Yes, that's very true, especially Greek mythology. It's usually Greek mythology, sometimes Japanese mythology, sometimes Norse mythology, a little bit of Roman mythology, Egyptian even. I started going into Egyptian. I'm gonna blame Stargate on that. Because that was very recent. F you, oh my god, guys. I took 2 steps into this shallow frickin' pond, and look at what's attacking me. Look at it. Look at- what the frick? What the frick is with this game in the water, man? I swear. You can't go in the water, it's just a death trap. What the heck? Alright, I'm over here now. I just wanted this part of my map filled in. Jeez. That's all I wanted. That's really all I wanted. And a shirt. What? What the frick did I just find? What did I just find? I don't know, because I don't see it anywhere. I don't see anything. But it's kind of dark. Maybe it's on the top of the mountain? Hey, stinky. Die. Shine. I'm pretty sure that means die in Japanese. Could be wrong. It's been a while since I brushed up on my insults. Hey, I'm at 13 on my marksman skill. Heck yeah, look at that. We're going up in the world. I'm almost decent. I'm almost barely okay. I'm almost barely adequate. Let's see. Oh, Japanese name for the main character. That's another writing quirk. Yeah, usually the main character has a Japanese name because my own name is a Japanese name, so I just kind of feel like that's normal. I don't know. I just like to give my main characters Japanese names because it makes me feel like, they're kind of like me, but they're not. You know? Plus I just like Japanese names, they're cool. I think so anyway. Lots of gore. Yeah, yes. There's lots of gore in my writing, no matter what I'm writing, even if it's a comedy. There'll just be a scene where it just goes into grotesque detail on someone getting a paper cut or something. I do tend to explain or over detail or over exaggerate the gore. I don't know why. I do that in my drawings as well. Whenever I draw blood, it's usually like a lot of blood, like an excessive amount of blood. Even if the character's not injured or bleeding themselves, they usually got a lot of blood on them. If there's blood in the picture, that is. I don't know why that is. Don't analyze that. Don't analyze it. It's probably bad. Alright, those are all my writing quirks. I can't really think of any others to add to that list, so yeah, that's pretty much all of them. Oh, when I was younger, I didn't have any of my characters curse, ever. Which was probably kinda weird. Cause, you know, I'd be writing a story about evil people killing each other or whatever, and no one would ever curse. I mean, they would say some pretty mean things, but no cursing. No cursing in my stories when I was, like, a teenager. A young teenager, like 14, 15, and younger. I grew out of that. Now my characters curse. A lot of them curse all the time. Because I realized it's more realistic if they curse. Even though I don't curse in real life. So I even make my main characters curse. Because I just feel like it's more realistic. Anyway, next up on my list is space travel's going to be lame. Yeah, I thought about this recently. About Star Trek and Star Wars and how they, you know, what's the word? Dramatize? Is that a word? No, that's not a word. That's not a word. You know, they exaggerate how amazing space is. But what space really is just a black void with really, like, barely anything in it. Well, for miles. You know, there's a lot of things in space, but for the most part, there's nothing. Like, you'll travel for years and not see anything. Even if you go at the speed of light. Like, it'll take you years to go and see anything. And light travels very fast. It always, like, makes me really sad whenever I think about how lame space travel is actually gonna be. Because we'll be in a spaceship, and we'll be just traveling through a void, a black void, devoid of stars, light, heat, anything, for years, who knows how long, to try and find a planet. Just makes me sad every time I think about it. But it's the truth, and that's probably why we haven't tackled space travel yet. Just getting to Mars seems to be a ginormous problem. I mean, Mars isn't, you know, the furthest planet from us, it's like right next door, but of course, it's thousands of miles away from us, in reality. Even though it's the next planet over. It's like the closest planet to us, besides Venus, I guess. Which is the other way. It's the other direction. But, yeah. Space travel's gonna be lame. Even if somehow we got a warp drive, which I'm not even sure if that technology is possible, but if we did get a warp drive, I guess that would help somewhat, but even so, you'd have to have a really good warp drive. Because space is just so empty. And I hate to say that, but it's true. It's like trying to explore the ocean, you know, and most of it's water. Sure, you'll see some fish every now and then, but most of it's water. Unless you go to a reef, or near the shallow areas, maybe a pond, you know, but the ocean? Ocean's a lot of water, not much in it. And especially if you go deep down in the ocean. You go deep down in the ocean, there's nothing for miles. You'll see nothing. Because nothing lives down there. Well, there's things that live down there, but, you know, they're tiny things, or there's few things that live deep down in the ocean. Which is a shame in itself, because I was hoping there'd be, like, you know, sea monsters down there or something. But most likely there's not. Get away from me, dude. You don't want to mess with me. I have a 13 in marksmanship. You don't want to mess with that. I feel like this thing isn't the only thing attacking me. That if I turn around, I'm gonna see a cliff racer. No? Okay. Good. Alright, I guess I'll go up this mountain. Why not? I haven't explored this area for some reason. Might as well do that now. I'll just explore some more. Oh, Nick's hound. It's stuck on a rock. Next up on the list is scariest dream I've had. So yeah, I've had a few scary dreams. I want to talk about both of them. So, when I was a kid, this is gonna sound really dumb. This is gonna sound like a really dumb dream. But when I was a kid, a very young kid, I used to have a recurring dream. And, basically, I was in a very dark room. Pitch black, even. Pitch black room. And there was this scary voice that would be like, you can only choose one. It would tell me you can only choose one. And then I would see my mom and my father there. Of course, since I didn't really know what my father looked like, he was always different looking every time this dream occurred. But anyway, we had my mom and we had my dad, and my mom was tied up in a chair, and so was my dad. Both of them tied up in a chair. You know, a few feet apart from each other. And the dream would always skip ahead after my choice, I guess, and the dad would always, like, end up in a horrible situation or something. He'd either fall into, like, a pit of electric eels, or fall into a pit of nothing, or he'd get, like... Can you leave me alone? You know, he'd get sawed in half, whatever. Just a lot of different things. Sometimes he would just simply disappear, and nothing would happen to him. He would just be gone. And then the dream would end. That was the whole dream. And it was a reoccurring dream that I had for a few years as a kid. I have no idea what it means, but it was pretty annoying. Did my bow just break? Oh. No, it didn't. It is broken! Oh, sorry, I thought charge was durability. Yeah, it says 0 out of 600. Stupid dummy. Why not? Fine, I'll just punch him. F you, I'll work on my hand-to-hand. You wanted this? You want this? You want some of this? You want a little bit of this? You want a little bit of this? Yeah, look at that. My hand-to-hand skill increased to 11. I could be here all day, dude. Alright, my second scariest dream. This one's actually scary. Sorta. I mean, I've had a lot of scary dreams, actually, now that I think about it. I might tell you one more scary dream after this one. Okay, so, because I just thought of it. I do write my dreams down, so I tend to remember them, especially if they're nightmares. I love to write those ones down, because I like to incorporate them into stories sometimes. Anyway, this next dream happened after I read this scary book. It was like 3rd grade. I read this really terrifying book. I don't know if it's still, if I still would consider it scary today, but it was scary when I was in 3rd grade. Anyway, I'll talk about that book later. But I read this book, and I went to bed. This was back when I used to sleep on the couch in the living room. Don't ask me why I slept on the couch in the living room, but I just slept on the couch for like a couple of years. But anyway, sometimes I was kind of scared to sleep, because I was like, oh man, what if a burglar comes in? I'm right here. But then that fear would go away and I'd just sleep. Anyway, I had a dream where I was running through a forest. This has nothing to do with the book, but I'm pretty sure the book made this nightmare happen. Because I was scared, you know? I was already scared. So I was running through a forest in the dark, and something was chasing me. And I fell down a hole. I also wasn't me, so I wasn't... well, I was me, and I also wasn't me. I was me, and I was also a random boy at the same time. So sometimes it would switch between 3rd person and 1st person views. Kind of like a video game, you know? Like this. Sometimes I would be in 3rd person, sometimes I'd be in 1st person. Which is what my dreams tend to do, for the most part. Anyway, I was running through the forest, it was nighttime, something was chasing me, I fell down a hole, and there was a spotlight on me from the hole. But the rest of the hole was dark, there was like nothing in it, it was just darkness. I was looking around the area to try and find like a way out, and then something grabbed my shoulder, and I felt it in real life. And I screamed super loud. That was the only time I've ever screamed upon waking up from a nightmare. Because I was just terrified that something had actually grabbed me. And it was probably my cat. It was probably my cat that touched me, because I heard something run away, and I'm pretty sure it was my cat. But yeah, that was a terrifying dream. Actually feeling the dream, that was terrifying. Have you guys ever felt your dreams before? Sometimes I do feel my dreams, you know? It wasn't just that one occurrence. Sometimes I do feel dreams. Or like, I smell dreams, or you know, I have other senses other than just sight in a dream. You know what I mean? Or sight and hearing, I guess. Anyway, next up is Most Memorable Book, which is the scary book that I just told about, that I just talked about, that gave me that nightmare. Yeah, let me tell you about that book. I don't remember what it was called, unfortunately, but I'm pretty sure one of the characters' name was Helen. I don't know which character, but one of the characters in the book was named Helen. Anyway, it was this book about a girl, these 2 girls. They went to like their grandparents' place or something. I don't really remember the book very well because I only read it once and it was in 3rd grade. Anyway, they went to a pond and their grandparents told them not to go into the pond because, I don't know, they don't know how to swim or something. I can't remember. But also, a girl had drowned in that pond like a long time ago or something. And they say not to go into the pond because, I don't know, the ghost girl will get you. I don't know. So anyway, the girls ignore the pond, and they go off and have fun on their summer vacation or whatever. And the younger girl starts talking to her imaginary friend. And I think the ghost's name is Helen. I'm not sure. But anyway, she starts talking to her imaginary friend, and eventually it turns out that imaginary friend is actually a ghost. And that ghost is very evil and does evil, scary ghost things, like move objects with her mind or whatever. That ghost girl tries to drown that girl that she made friends with because she wants her to be friends in the afterlife or something, I don't know. But the older sister ends up saving her, I think. Anyway, very scary as a 9-year-old, or 8-year-old? 8 or 9-year-old. However old I was. Might have been 7. I was way too young to be reading that book. But it was in my AR reading level, so I thought it was okay. But no, AR reading level and maturity level are very different things. You know, like your reading ability is very different from whatever you can handle. My hand-to-hand skill is at 23. That's amazing. I'm gonna kill you now, finally. I just wanted to see how much I could train my hand-to-hand. Alright, goodbye. All my junk. I'll heal all my junk, why not? So yeah, I don't know what that book was called, but if you guys know, feel free to check it out. Just tell me if it was actually scary, or if only a child would find it scary, because I can't remember. I can't remember how actually scary it was, because it was too long ago. Next up we have my all-time favorite quotes. You know, you guys gotta know this information, of course. First quote, we've got, "Those who are born in sin, come forth in the name of chaos!" That quote is from a game called Archery Fantasia? Archery Fantasia? Something like that. I don't remember the name of the game, to be honest. It's like a Final Fantasy clone, and it has really bad voice acting in it. And there's this, one of the first bosses, one of the early on bosses, is this guy who just summons skeletons, and every single time he summons a skeleton, he has to yell out that quote. "Those who are born in sin, come forth in the name of chaos!" So that's one of my favorite quotes, because I'll never forget it. I'll never forget it. It's burned into my head. Not only was the boss super hard and super annoying, but he had to just add on to the annoying and to the annoyingness and to the frustration by saying that every single time he summoned a skeleton, which is what he would primarily do. Alright, then we've got Pizza Time. I just like that one. It's fun. Pretty sure it's from Spider-Man 2, which is the movie I always fall asleep to, but... and I've never finished. But hey, I like that quote. Then we've got the insanity quote. Yeah, okay, so it's based... The quote goes, insanity is like doing things over and over and over again and never getting any results. But expecting results. Something like that. That's how the quote goes. It goes something like that. I like that quote because it reminds me of my own life. Because I do the same thing over and over again, expecting different results, and I don't get different results. F off, Nick's Hound. I don't know who said that quote, but I like the quote. Burn Miranda's. Wow. I don't know what that is, but we're almost at Ninnis. Next up on the list is why the ocean is scary, but space is not. Okay, so the ocean, to me, is scarier than space, and this is why. In space, we pretty much think that nothing can live in space, pretty much, right? There's no giant jellyfish that are gonna get you in space, right? Star Trek, right? At least that's what we all hope. Now, when you go deep into the ocean, the pressure change is what really scares me about the ocean. It's basically like going into a black hole, almost, because, you know, the pressure's great, and your body is going to eventually get crushed, and you're going to die. That is how the ocean works, and that's just terrifying to me. Not only that, but it's also dark, there's no light, not even stars or planets to explore, there's nothing down there, it's dark and scary. Who knows, maybe a sea monster does live down there. And the pressure is extreme, so if you got out of your sub, you would immediately die, and, you know, your ears would explode, and it'd be a horrible way to die. In fact, your submarine, if it goes down too deep, is gonna get crushed, and you're gonna die, so that's just all terrifying. The ocean's terrifying because of those reasons, and those reasons alone. Space is terrifying only because you could get lost easily, and then never be able to find your way back home. Like Voyager. But, the ocean is scary because even though it's on Earth, and you could easily go back up to the surface, if you can't find your way back to the surface, you're basically gonna explode and die in a horrible, bloody death. I do not think that being crushed by the weight of water sounds like a fun time. Hey, Nick Sound. Ready to get shot? Pew! Pew! Alright, this next one is, you know, I'm looking up some of these, and I don't like them anymore. I wrote them down, I'm like, I don't like them now. Okay, I'll answer this one. So, one of the questions I wrote down from the random question generator was, would you live on the moon? The answer is yes, 100,000%. I know there's nothing on the moon, and if you take your suit off, you're just gonna die on the moon, unless you live in an air bubble or something, I guess. But, I would love to live on the moon, because I'd be the only person on it, and that alone would make me very happy. I could do anything I want on the moon if I were alone. It'd be fun. No people? Heck yeah. The rocks are my friends. I'm sure it would get lonely eventually, but, I mean, short term, I could definitely live on the moon. For like a couple years. Maybe even a decade. Maybe 2 decades, even. If money were no object, where would you live? I thought about this, and I had an answer, and now I've forgotten what my answer was. Which sucks. So now I'm just gonna give you guys a stupid answer. But oh well. I'm not really sure where I'd live if money was no object. You know what? You know what? I'd live in a castle. I don't know where castles are, but I'd live in a castle. Castles are cool. I would like to live in an area where there's snow in the winter. Maybe even all the time, because I really love snow. I don't think there's any weather I like more than snow. I love snow. I don't care that it's freezing cold, or that you could get crushed by, like, avalanches or whatever. I love snow. I love snow. I would love to live in an area where there's snow every winter, because I think that'd be really fun. Texas is kind of lame when it comes to snowfall. We don't normally get it, and then when we do, we typically have blackouts also that come with it. Yeah, I was hoping for you losers to come get me. I was hoping for only one, but whatever. This is fine. Ha, I got you right between the eyes. Ha, I got you again. You're dead. Your turn. I'm getting good at this. This is fun. Let's see, your own personal HELL. Well, my own personal HELL would be, being stuck in a crowd in, like, the middle of New York City or something. That would be terrible. I would just want to die right then and there. My own personal heaven is the next question, and that would be being at home. Right now, I'm already living in my personal heaven. Alright, next, my theme song. Oh man, I've got so many... I got so many songs I like. Look at that, I caused her to stumble. That's hilarious. Look at her trying to get me.
Now you die.
Are you sure about that? Looks like you're gonna die. Oh, bye. Shinamu Randasour. Hope you weren't a nice person. I don't think you would have been. Worn chest. Ooh, 25 gold. Little pocket money. Some pocket change. My theme song. God. I should have written it down. Why didn't I write it down? I'm sure I had an answer when I wrote this question down. And now I don't have the answer. So that's just great, isn't it? Maybe Mr. Brightside. I like Mr. Brightside. Not sure if it has anything to do with me, but I like the song. I just like the song a lot. I don't know. Would you like to live to 200 years old? Yes, I would. Mainly because I think it would benefit me to live to 200 years old, because I'd be able to have more time to do the things I want to do. And since I'm such a slow person, you know, it takes me forever to do anything. Socially, that is. So that would help a lot. That'd alleviate some stress. But I would only want to live to 200 years old if I was still, like, you know, young and healthy at 100. You know what I mean? I wouldn't want to live to 200 and spend 100 years as an old person. That would suck. And the last question on here is, do all dogs go to heaven? Yes, they most certainly do, and so do cats. All cats go to heaven, all dogs go to heaven, all creepy-looking worms, like this thing, they go to heaven too. Even spiders. Spiders go to heaven, everything goes to heaven. Everything that has a soul goes to heaven. Unless it's an evil soul, then it goes the other direction. Pretty sure even atheists will agree all dogs go to heaven. Maybe not the spider part. They probably won't agree on the spider part. I'd like to think the spiders go to heaven. I'd like to think even the roaches go to heaven. And I hate roaches. But I feel bad for them. Every time I kill one, I'm like, oh man, I'm sorry, man. You shouldn't have went into this house. You shouldn't have been there. You shouldn't have scared me. But if I let you live, you would have had 1,000 babies, and that would have been good. That would have not been a good thing. So I'm sorry, I had to. Because I didn't want an infestation. So I'd like to think that animals and such go to heaven. They do in my heaven, anyway. Yeah. I'm just gonna choose to believe that. Because I can. So there. Alright, and that's everything. That was everything I wanted to talk about, pretty much. I mean, I skipped a few questions, but yeah, they were dumb. They were dumb. Alright, well, I think that's gonna be it for this series. Actually, I do have one more thing I have to do. I have to read this letter I wrote to you guys. I don't even remember what I wrote on this letter, but it's on the list, so I gotta read it. So it's in my phone. Let me just go find a nice view or something. Ignore the 1,000,002 cliff racers that are attacking me. And the rats. Ow. Okay, well I was gonna do it here, but now all your dead bodies are kind of mucking up the place, so I'm not sure I'll just do it here. F you guys. It's also kind of foggy and gross now, which isn't great. I'm also in the pond now, and I'm not sure I can get back up. God dang it. Why didn't I just take the bridge? God, I didn't know there was a bridge. Come on, come on. Ah, there we go. I knew you could do it, Scruffy. I knew you could do it, Scruffy. Alright. Should I leave the rain on or off? Guess on's fine. I'll look in that direction. Alright, here we go. What is it? I was just about to start reading. What? Is the mud crab? Is it the rat? Is it that tiny rat? Oh my god. Hold it, guys. Sorry. Gotta shoot this rat first. Got him again. No, he needs 3. Of course he needs 3. Okay, he's dead. He's dead. He's gone. He's no longer a problem. Okay. Great. Wonderful. Alright. I'm gonna start reading now. Hey guys, it's me, Ghost. I'm recording this audio separately from the video. Why? Well, I didn't like my 4th letter, so this is my 5th one. Have you ever written something at 2 a.m. and thought, wow, this is incredible, I love this, only to read it a day or so later and think, wow, this is bad? Yeah, that's what happened here. Anyway, I guess I didn't really need to write a letter to you guys. I don't even know what to say, really. It's been fun being here on YouTube. I'd really like to stay because, really, I have a million ideas for different playthroughs I want to do. I mean, for starters, I really want to play Oblivion on this channel. I had this idea that, since Morrowind and Oblivion take place 6 years apart, I would create Rabina as my character in Oblivion, so it would be like continuing my Morrowind playthrough's story somewhat. I also had ideas for a Sims 3 playthrough, continuing Nick's family tree. I actually recreated my Sims 2 world to some degree, and recreated a lot of the characters and buildings from that series, so it's a shame that it'll never really be put to use unless I come back in the future. I'm very sad that despite all of the time given to me on this channel, I was unable to do everything that I wanted to do. Though, I am glad that at least most of the major playthroughs that I started on this channel have been finished, so at least I'm leaving with no loose ends. Well, except for the Sims 4 Survival series. I couldn't finish that one, unfortunately, so, sorry about that. Anyway, thank you for watching my stuff and for just generally being a nice audience. If you've watched me long enough, you may know that I have selective mutism. Basically, that just means that socializing is extremely difficult for me. It's not easy for me to make or keep friends. Honestly, you guys are the only people I talk to most days. I do not know how to explain exactly how much I will miss this, just speaking and being heard. But, let's not dwell on that, 'cause it's sad. Anyway, I'm sorry about the whole leaving YouTube thing. If I can come back, I will. But until then, I guess this is goodbye. So, goodbye. Hey, also, I'm going to play a game, on January 31st. It's a surprise video, yeah, so look forward to that sometime in the future. Also, of course, I still have, pre-recorded footage of Fire Emblem Echoes and also Sims 4 Survival series, so, yeah, those videos will also be coming out after this one, probably. So,